This is a good welcoming, right?
It is.
Yeah.
This song usually does play when I walk into things.
That's. I wanted to make you feel at home. Orange Cassidy, Stokely, Hathaway. Welcome.
Thank you.
Have a seat. Get comfortable.
Welcome, guys.
Hello.
Welcome to Chicago, America's greatest city.
Yeah.
You guys ready for a busy couple days? I'm guessing.
Yeah.
Feels like a week.
Well, are
How
you
long?
tired?
How long we here for?
We're here until Sunday morning.
And then Wednesday.
You're here Wednesday.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
So you're here for Collision tomorrow.
Yes.
Yeah.
Collision is
Leave.
tomorrow.
You go somewhere else.
Yes.
And then you come back because Dynamite's Wednesday.
Dynamite
here.
is next Wednesday.
Yeah.
Yes, and I actually have a match already scheduled for that.
Which one? And who you facing on Wednesday?
Oh man. There's that the New Japan Pro Wrestling
Television.
We're doing a Forbidden Door pay-per-view June 25th.
Yeah.
It's a Sunday in Canada, and so some of those guys are coming over to fight me and my friend Katsuyori Shibata, who's the Ring of Honor Pure Champion, which he knows about, and then the New Japan World Television Champion Zack Sabre Jr. and Danny Garcia are going to be the other side. So it's a little tag match just to kind of like
Wet the palate.
get everybody kind of ready
For that Sunday.
Ready for that Sunday.
That Sunday.
I'm going to look it up right now exactly where.
Well, while you do that, tomorrow is also a pretty big epic day.
Yes, the return of CM Punk. Yeah.
Oh, was he coming tomorrow? I haven't heard.
Yeah. Sorry.
Chicago's
Oh
no.
God, I
Of
spoiled
course.
it. I'm sorry. God.
No, we're excited for that, but we're just excited because it's a debut show, first
It
time
is.
ever, United Center.
It is.
What can people expect? What's going to be different about AEW Collision? What's going to be on their screen? What's going to be in the arena?
I mean, you're gonna have CM Punk. You have FTR. You have Thunder Rosa, Powerhouse, Will Hobbs, Miro. I mean, it's going to be an action-packed show. And then after Collision, we have Ring of Honor. So, yeah.
Which you're obviously very familiar with.
Yes, I'm on the board.
Yes, board of directors.
Directors, yes. Thank you very much.
What a tough job that must be.
I know, man. It's a lot of
a lot of paperwork.
wings, yeah, matchmaking,
Yeah.
drinking coffee. I love it. I love it.
And Orange Cassidy, are you fighting tomorrow night at the United Center? Or are you just going to hang out, or what's the plan?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I actually have my championship with me because I carry it wherever I go in my JanSport backpack.
You should defend it.
I
you
mean,
too.
so yeah, what really
let's do it.
happens is
Yeah,
like
One-on-one, me and Orange Cassidy?
Yeah, why not? I can make it official. I can text Tony right now. Like,
that's
want
actually
me to.
true.
I mean, this is a rest day for me. Otherwise,
Oh, I see.
That's the only issue I see. But
I see.
Yeah,
I get it.
wherever I go, I just show up wherever I want to show up, and I wrestle. So I'm here, so that probably means I'm gonna wrestle or something.
there was actually a challenge made not too long ago with me and an artist that we play on a radio station, and it almost got a little dicey on the stage.
wow.
So we have an
Oh, wow.
area. We have an area if we need to. I know you're a people's champion. You like to defend it all the time.
Yeah.
Are you getting tired? Because you've been like nonstop.
You look
Yeah,
tired.
I'm tired all of the time.
You look
I'm
haggard.
sore all of the time. But if you're a champion, sometimes you gotta do it.
The international champion. What is the tough? You talk about being sore. What's like the toughest move to take? Like you're like the next day, I felt that. What's like the sorest you ever been from one particular move?
I mean, I'm gonna be very honest with you that it's the answer to that question is everything. Everything that is done to me hurts terribly.
That's a fair assessment. For me, Hook gave me a suplex onto a guardrail, so that was probably my worst. injury of all time.
What got you guys? What hooked you into being a fan of the business known as professional wrestling? What was the moment? What was maybe the wrestler? Maybe it was a feud. Maybe it was an actual event. What was that moment where you're like, I'm hooked?
Well, my brother, we're 9 years apart. He actually got me into wrestling when I was younger, and I would say, I saw The Rock on television just talking trash, and I'm like, wow, I can't believe this guy is saying whatever he wants to say, and that just kind of just like resonated with me. So yeah, that was it.
Mm-hmm. That's a good one. Orange?
Yeah, I don't know. I just started doing this, and I was pretty good at it, so I just kept doing it,
Wow.
and now I'm here.
Makes complete sense to me. What is the training schedule like? Because you guys are on the road a lot, so it's got to be tough to stick to that regimen and continue to you got to look good on TV. What's that like?
I mean, you're the athlete, so what's your answer?
Yeah, especially now, our schedule's very, very hectic. So you get a couple push-ups in where you can just to kind of like keep everything pumped up. You
Tight.
know what I mean?
Tight.
And
Yeah.
do a little crunches, whatever, and then a lot of laying around, like wherever you can find a nice flat area to kind of relax. That's my go-to workout.
I can see that.
Bench, a park bench, right?
Yeah, sure. I mean,
That's your
hey,
thing.
anything. But this past couple weeks have been really crazy. Like we had the Dynamite, then we had a couple house shows, then back to Dynamite, then there was now we have Collision. So it's a lot of traveling going on. So I sleep on the middle of the aisle of the plane because that's a nice flat surface in between the areas. So.
And people, they just step over you.
Pretty much.
Yeah, they
Except
see
when
you
that cart comes by, that hurts.
Yeah.
Cart.
I'm sure. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. If you were to make the ultimate trios team, but you have to pick somebody from the 80s and somebody from the 90s, let's start with you.
Oof.
Who would you pick? Who would be on Stokely's team?
80s and 90s.
Yeah, one guy from the 80s, one guy from the 90s.
I'd probably have to go with Ernest the Cat Miller and I'm trying to think. Does James Brown count? He was in WCW once. So James Brown and Ernest the Cat Miller, and we need a third person, right?
No, you're the third person.
Oh.
You're part of the team.
Oh, that's great.
That's
yeah.
your team.
Yeah, that's it. That's it. We'd be whooping ass all the time.
I love that.
Yeah.
Orange Cassidy?
I mean, anything I say isn't going to be as good as that answer. I'm not even going to try. I don't know why. That's not. What am I doing?
Yeah.
I was like, oh, no, I can't.
You're the
After
Godfather
that-
Soul. Yeah.
Yeah, you nailed it.
Yeah.
James
Thank you.
Brown.
Yeah.
It's a man's world.
Did you have any idea that the theme song was going to blow up like it did when you used it?
Which one?
Jane?
Oh, yeah, that song's near and dear to my heart. It really gets me going. It's one of those songs where people. It's one of those songs where people hear it and they're like, "Where have I heard this? What do I know this?" And it's one of those songs like, "Oh, I love that song. I just forgot about it." Because before that, I had the Pixies. Where's My Mind? And that was another song where people knew that from Fight Club. They're like, "Oh, I love that movie, Fight Club," and then I would walk out to that. But Jane is the one I get. People are like that now. Whenever I get a lot of like messages and things of people pops up on their radio or they're hearing it at a stop. Like, "Oh, hey, I gave a lazy thumbs up for you." I'm like, I appreciate that.
Just so you know, the lazy thumbs up. Do you want to show the camera the lazy thumbs up?
I mean, this is how I thumbs up, but they call it lazy thumbs up.
Yeah.
This is normal.
It's a lot. That's a lot of effort for Orange Cassidy, but for other people, they consider it the lazy thumbs up, but they don't know. They don't walk in your shoes.
No.
Right.
No.
Did the guys from the band like reach out to you and say thank you because you've got a whole new audience listening to this song and,
Yeah,
and
it's
streaming
also a lot of things happen. That movie Cocaine Bear came out,
Yes.
and they
It's
put it in the
classic.
beginning. They use that song in the beginning of theirs too.
They use Jane.
They use Jane.
Oh,
Yeah.
wonder where they got that idea from.
I have to imagine that Elizabeth Banks, who directed the movie, who's also in Wet Hot American Summer, used it. So, but who knows?
I love it. What are you guys most proud of so far in this crazy wild career of yours?
I mean, for me, it's this thing I keep in my backpack. I mean, when I won this from PAC, it was called the All Inning Championship, and no one really know what to do. Like, I didn't know what it was. It didn't really have an identity, so I just decided to do what I did previously when I won the Independent Wrestling Championship, which he knows about. When I had that, I basically would just show up wherever I want to show up and defend it, and so that's why I decided to do it this. And I think I'm at 24 defenses now.
That sounds about right.
Yeah.
Damn.
And it's probably my Yeah, I mean, I guess if I had to, that's my answer. I'm done. I'm done talking.
Stokely, what are you most proud of?
Being able to eat the free catering. That's free food is like right here for me. So
Is it true that it's really good? The spread's good. I've heard
Yeah,
amazing
it's banging.
stories.
Yeah.
What's been the best? Like what's
I think it was the brisket a few weeks ago and the jerk chicken.
Yeah, our catering, they really spoil all of wrestlers. Like, there's also a list of people that the caterers have that all get a peanut butter and jelly sandwich that they hand make for them. And it blows on my, and they're all individually saran wrapped, and they just hand them out their names on it. And I was like, how do I get on this list? And then someone must be spending all day just making peanut butter and jelly sandwiches.
one job? Yeah,
It's crazy.
hopefully it's crunchy.
Spoil us.
Crunchy peanut butter. So do they do like the food? Is it like city specific? So when you go tomorrow, you might see a deep dish pizza, Chicago style, or is it
I
kind of the
wish.
same? No.
Yeah. It's kind of, they just like alternate, just like back and forth. But deep dish tomorrow would be
That's amazing.
incredible.
Is that what you're gonna do after it's all said and done? Go find a pizza spot, or do you go out? Because our listeners want to know where they can buy you guys some drinks, like after it's all said and done.
I
Where you
mean,
want to go? B-dubs?
yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Perfect. I think we have one in Chicago. I think you're
Awesome.
good there. What's the best advice ever given to you from maybe another wrestler or somebody in the industry?
I received a lot of advice when I was first starting out, and what I did was I did the exact opposite of what that advice was, and it worked out okay.
Yeah, look at where you're at.
So that advice would have been what?
Just wear tights, paint your face, get crazy. Like, who has time for that?
Nobody.
Yeah, who has time to
Especially-
lace boots?
Especially when
Yeah.
you gotta work in the naps, really, is what it's all
Right.
about. Yeah. So as the board of directors, can you give the people that are watching or listening right now an indication of what you're putting together for tomorrow night? Because you got the Ring of Honor show.
Oh, yeah. Well, we have one big match. It is the Ring of Honor Women's Champion Athena versus Kiara Hogan in a Chicago street fight. So that's going to be a banger.
Of all the street fights, that's the best one.
Of course.
Yeah,
Of course.
the Chicago street. I don't know if you've ever had any other street fights anywhere
yeah.
else, but
Oh, yeah.
it's Chicago. Then
At the top of the
and
list,
then
yep.
just everybody.
Yep.
And there's not even a close second.
No.
Wow. So
no.
they're going to take it out into the streets.
Possibly, yeah.
I like it.
There's going to be tables, kendo sticks, chairs. I may even say, hey, you can use some fire if they want to. Yeah. Thumbtacks, whatever. Just go crazy. As long as the people are happy, go crazy.
Yeah, Chicago crowds are usually wild.
Yeah.
What is it about this city that is different than any other city that you guys have performed in?
I think they love wrestling.
Yeah.
It's a part of their DNA,
Mm.
so to speak, right? Like they want to go, they want to have a good time. It's about the performers and giving the adequate reaction. You know what I mean? So it's a great town to have wrestling in, or city rather. Yeah.
It is kind of it's strange because every time we come to Chicago, every time I've wrestled in Chicago, the fans have been incredible. Like they want to see wrestling, and they're very appreciative. And it gets everyone talks about, oh, you got to wrestle in New York or like LA. Like this, Chicago is to me in the top of the top to wrestling cities.
Yeah. Everybody I've ever talked to says the same thing. It's just the crowd is just so hyped, and they're going to be there full force. United Center. I have no idea if there's tickets available, but if there are, grab them now.
There are still very, very small amount of tickets left. So if you're going to do it, you better do it quick.
The second,
I agree.
and it's the United States. It's the house that Michael Jordan freaking built.
Yes.
Yes.
And it's always a good time there.
Yeah.
Always a good time. And it's just if you've never been to an AEW show, any of them, Dynamite, Collision, it is a giant party. And if you like Monster Jam, if you like
Monster Jam,
a little
that's
bit
a
of magic, if you like a rock concert,
Universal Soul Circus.
yeah, a little fashion show. It's all mixed together in one in a live performance, and you're gonna have a great time.
That's right. I love it. I will see you guys tomorrow night. Best of luck to you. Appreciate the time stopping in. Go get a nap in and continue the training regimen because it's working. Anything else in your JanSport backpack or just that?
So I did this once before,
Yeah.
and there's a little pocket up front, that has random stuff in it.
Okay.
Got some Jolly Ranchers.
And the last time I pulled it out,
Oh boy.
that is. This is actually Chris Statlander's. She put that on her title championship once. There is.
How did that make it into your bag?
I don't know. That's a good question. And there's a. Oh yeah. So I have these like cards that I didn't realize I had in here, and I'll only show one of them. Because one of them, the top babe of all time.
Where'd you get those cards?
I don't know, but they're all. Oh, I have $2 bills. I have two $2 bills. Miss Elizabeth.
That's great. That's a throwback.
That's a big one. And then also I have. I have an American Gladiators card.
Ooh.
It's
Who's the?
It says "Whoa, holding back Diamond."
Don't F with Diamond.
So that's
Okay, that's the type of stuff.
that's in my bag.
That's in your bag.
That's an exclusive. I don't usually do that. I don't know why. I mean,
Well, your fans
I
appreciate
got it
that. They
here.
want to know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
there's other stuff in here that no one knows.
And that's how it should be. One word real quick. We're going to rattle off 5. One word, first thing that pops into your head. I'm going to give you an AEW wrestler. Just either of you can shout it out. John Moxley, one word.
No, thank you.
Fear.
Britt Baker, one word.
Teeth.
No.
A couple more. Jungle Boy.
Hair.
S curl.
How about MJF?
Who?
I can't say. I gotta add a bunch of words. Horrific, horrible human being. Probably the worst person I've ever encountered in my life. Yeah, that's it.
We can hyphenate all that as one. And then
Thank
last
you.
one, Samoa Joe.
Pass.
Lovely
Wow.
human being.
Wow. Oh, I
Yeah,
see.
yeah,
I see
yeah,
what you
yeah,
did
yeah.
there. That's
Yeah,
smart.
the best,
Smart.
yeah.
Smart. 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 Smart.
You guys are the best. Thank you for coming in.
No, thank you.
Appreciate
Thank
it.
you.